Yo, what's up guys, AFC Adinho here and welcome to a new video. This video is a Pokemon Showdown replay of one of my games on my alt account. And I was trying a team, I built a team with Covert Cloak, Goldengo, because Covert Cloak Goldengo is a really good get into my team I used to hit high ladder on Pokemon Showdown on my main account. You guys know the team building video, because it stops Garganical from self curing annoying my Goldengo. So I wanted to try it out myself, and it's especially good into a core with Toxapex and Garganical, because Toxapex doesn't really touch Goldengo, and I basically get the setup for free against it. And yeah, I found a game when I was playing on my alt, testing out the team against someone, which was actually the ideal matchup for my Goldengo. He was also really high up on the ladder, 1863, as my account was only 1621. Using this account to test teams and stuff. But yeah, before we go into this battle, guys, if you are enjoying the video so far, definitely make sure to hit that like button for this one as well. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more Pokemon PvP content. I upload really consistently, so definitely a good channel to have in your list. And yeah, with that all being said though, let's go over the matchup. So I have the Pokepaste of this team in the link down in the description if you guys are interested. But yeah, it's gonna be my favorite Garganical set with Stealth Rock Protect, Salt Cure. I use this Toxapex with Liquidation. I wanted to try Liquidation because Toxapex actually has a higher attack stat than special attack. Liquidation also drops the opposing defense, which could help for my Cinderace and for my Great Tusk. I'm using Baneful Bunker and Toxic as well, so no Toxic Spikes. Baneful Bunker in the sense of scouting for moves as well, and Pokemon Steel types who are terrestrializing, like King Gambit, using my Baneful Bunker so they get poisoned. Also really good against Azumarill, poisoning that too. So that's basically the idea. And yeah, I'm using Specs Chill. Like this Pokemon is just way too broken. As long as I can use it, I will use it. And I'm using Cinderace, which recently got released due to 7-star rates on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So I'm using it with heavy duty boots, U-turn, high jump kick, Pyro Ball, and Gunk Shot. And I have the standard Great Tusk set you guys know of. And then I have Goldengo with just enough speed to outspeed Breloom. And then max special attack and put the rest into HP to try to make it as bulky as possible. It's gonna be Terra Flying on Goldengo, so that Clodsire doesn't do anything against me, and I can basically fish for Spadef drops and stall out recovers on Clodsire. That's the idea, and also beat down opposing Great Tusks with my Goldengo. Yeah, that's gonna be the team. If I look at his team, I definitely want to make use out of my Goldengo because it straight up beats the Toxapex and his Garganical. It can beat his Great Tusk as well, especially if it's a defensive Great Tusk, because with one Nust, but he's just gonna die to make it rain. I don't want to get unnecessary damage, take unnecessary damage from the Iron Valiant, especially not if I don't know which set he's running, because Choice Specs can still do a lot of damage to me. And Garchomp, if I terrestrialize into a flying type, Earthquake won't do a lot. But depending on what kind of Garchomp this is, if it is Dragon Tail, we're completely fine with Goldengo. If it is Life Orb, Draco Meteor, we gotta be a bit careful. But yeah, the game plan is definitely to win with Goldengo. So to do it, we gotta get rid of the Iron Valiant, and we can fully make use out of it. But whenever whenever his Garganical comes in, we can easily switch into our Goldengo. But yeah, lead wise, I would probably lead with my Cinderace or Goldengo. I can definitely see myself also leading off with the Garganical. Maybe Great Dusk, in the sense that I get a free, I might actually lead off with Great Dusk, because if he leads Iron Valiant, I can always pivot into my Toxapex, which he cannot one-shot. So that's probably going to be my lead. But yeah, I do go Great Dusk, he goes Garganical, so I get a knockoff immediately as he terrestrializes turn 1 into a Fairy type. Good to know. He goes straight for Sulcure. And this is where I bring in my Goldengo, most likely, as he goes for Stealth Rock. And I try to Nasty Plot up as he goes for Protect. And here actually I make a misplay, because he cannot touch me, so I should have just gone for the Shadow Ball. But I thought he would go into the Toxapex. Like, I made a huge misplay here. I thought he would go into Toxapex, so I decided to Nasty Plot again. But I should have just Shadow Balled, like I said. It would have been a 2-hit KO on a Pex. So I could have decided this game early on, but due to this misplay, I needed to play it a bit slower, because I Nasty Plot again as he goes straight into Goldengo. So if I Shadow Ball there, that Goldengo would have died, and this game would have been super easy. But yeah, I don't want to terrestrialize too early yet, because I want to terrestrialize on a turn in which I can surprise Great Tusk or his Garchomp, most likely, in which I really need to. And due to this set not caring about Garganical or Toxapex at all, I can always switch it in and do the same thing later on. So I decided to switch out and try this later again. So I go Pex here as he goes for Shadow Ball and does a lot of damage. We don't know if he's Scarfed yet. It can definitely be Scarfed. It's definitely not Specs, but I go for the Liquidation here as we get the damage up. We don't see any recovery from leftovers, and here I decided to go for Toxic, hoping I could catch the Garchomp, but he actually went into a Garganical, so I didn't gain anything from this. And I tried to go back into Great Tusk to Rapid Spin as he Sulcures, and I think I go Goldengo here, but he goes into the his Goldengo, and I have the same situation, so I'm forced to switch out again. So I was a bit annoyed at myself for going for the double Nasty Plot in the beginning, because I made it really difficult for myself. So I'm forced to go Pex here, and he Shadow Balls, and I try to get in my Garganical on it, and he goes into his Garchomp. And I can easily terrestrialize into a Fairy type and take this on, but I felt like Goldengo is such a free win for me if I can set it up correctly. So I decided just to go for the Sulcure and not terrestrialize. And I just wanted to try to get damage on this Garchomp, because if I lower this Garchomp and get him into make it range, it can be really helpful. So here I just go for Stealth Rock as he goes for Earthquake, doing a lot. He's Life Orbed, so I get out my rocks, which is cool. And here I felt like, okay, I'm not gonna terrestrialize this anyway. If he kills me, so be it. I can revenge kill this on the next turn, or I can even try to Rapid Spin. So I just went for the recover here as he switches out. So I actually keep my Garganical. I can protect there, but he goes back into Great Tusk. And I think I go straight into my Great Tusk here, because I am trying to Rapid Spin with my Great Tusk. And he goes up for a nice knockoff as well. So leftovers gone on Great Tusk. I'm at half HP. And I think I go for knockoff myself here. And because he's knocked off now, and he got Spikes and Stealth Rock up against me, so I felt like he will probably not allow me to Rapid Spin for free. So I decided to Earthquake here, which works out really well because I knock out the Goldengo, which is huge. And he goes into the Iron Valiant. So I decided to go Toxapex, but due to the Spikes and Stealth Rock, he put me into range of Psyshock. So I die to this. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up for Goldengo, But Goldango comes in on Star Rock plus Spike, so I wanted to remove that first. So I go Chiyu here. Since he's locked in, I think I just go for Dark Pulse. Because he had to be Specs to knock me out, so I just go for Dark Pulse, which hits his whole team. And then I Dark Pulse again. The only thing that resists it right now is his Iron Valiant. Well, I guess Garganical resists it too. But he goes Iron Valiant, and like I said, I need to get rid of this to win with my Goldango. So this damage is really nice. And here I decided to sack my Mon, but he Shadow Balled me, allowing me to Dark Pulse again and get the crit as well. So now his Iron Valiant is really low. And since he's locked into Shadow, I can just Dark Pulse again. And here I Dark Pulse again, trying to get that flinch. And I don't get it, but luckily for me, best case, he used Salt Cure, and this is where I get in my Great Tusk. I don't care about the HP on this guy. I just wanted to force him into a position where he needed to recover so I can get in Great Tusk and Rapid Spin. And since Goldango is gone, Rapid Spin is really free. And due to having him in this range, he's forced to recover. So I decided to Rapid Spin here. Get rid of the entry hazards, as he does recover. And now I go into Goldango, and we don't care about Salt Cure because we have the Covert Cloak. And here I decided to try to Nasty Plot up again, but he went hard Iron Valiant. so he's really playing aggressively against my Goldango. But in hindsight, maybe I should have just Shadow Balled again there. Since his Toxapex was kind of low. But I felt like he could have gone Toxapex first. Or Sec something. But he's only at 9%, so all I need to do is get up rocks. So I decided to go Garganical as he goes for Shadow Ball, not doing anything of course, and now I get up my rocks as he goes into his own Garganical. And I can just go straight into my Goldango here as he goes Great Tusk. And here I decided, okay, I'm going to win this game. Because he cannot Rapid Spin me. He can knock me up though. He can knock me off, don't get me wrong. But I decided to Terrestrialize into a flying type here. This Pokemon is such a big threat. If he doesn't knock me out, I'm gonna win with this. So this is where I decided to Terrestrialize into a flying type. And go for Nasty. But I was faster as well, because he's a defensive Great Tusk. And he went for Earthquake. Didn't go for Knockoff, which is amazing for me. And now I basically get a kill with Make It Rain or Shadow Ball. I decided to go for Shadow Ball there, knock him out. And he's forced to go Iron Valiant, and this is the last time he can come in. He cannot Rapid Spin anymore. And I don't want to take a Moonblast to the face, so I decided to sack my Great Tusk. And I go into my only Pokemon that outspeeds him. We know he's Specs, so Cinderace is going to be faster. I'm U-turning here. And getting my Great Tusk, getting my Goldango, which is really healthy here. And he goes Garchomp. I'm a flying type, so he cannot Earthquake me. But he was Life Orb. I knew I would live Draco Meteor, but I should have probably swapped out there. And the reason I should have swapped is because I don't think he Terrestrialized yet this game. So if he was Terra Dragon, he actually could have knocked me out with Draco Meteor. Luckily, he didn't, or he wasn't. So I was able to just kill the Garchomp. And yeah, the only two Pokemon that are alive cannot beat my Goldango. Because I can just recover on the Toxapex. He cannot do anything to me. He went for Surf. With Poison Jab, he could have maybe poisoned me. Which would have been interesting. But yeah, like I said, I can just beat this down 1v1. Go for Nasty Plot. And I Shadow Ball here. Because he surfs again, and now I decided to Shadow Ball again because it's a 2-hit kill regardless of Haze. And he does go for Haze, and now he dies to Shadow Ball. So I Shadow Ball here as he goes Garganical. And I get an interesting crit there. Here I decided to just go for Make It Rain. I could have gone for Nasty Plot there, which would have been okay, but I'm a flying type. If he crits me with Salt Cure or something, that could be annoying. Maybe I die. I don't know the cog. So I just went for Mega Rain. He's gonna come in on Stealth Rock anyway, and then my Cinderace is gonna kill him. And if my Garganical wins the speed tie, it's gonna kill him as well. And like I said, his Garganical is non-existent to my Goldango. He doesn't do anything to me. So I just forced him to switch out there as he goes Specs. And yeah, he just doesn't beat me. He won't be able to beat me because I can just Nasty Plot up here. And yeah, he decides to forfeit there and we win the game. Like I said, Goldango just was really good into him. I was really glad this game that we decided not to terrestrialize our Garganical. That's how we were able to basically make that play with the Goldango against the Great Tusk. It also helped that we were faster than him. If he did knock off, this game would have been a bit more difficult. However, though, oh wait, he already terrestrialized. He terrestrialized his Garganical turn 1. I actually forgot. So he couldn't Terra his Garchomp. He actually couldn't Terra his Garchomp, so then it's okay. Well, I could have died to a crit, but if he clicks Stealth Rock, then my Goldango takes super effective damage. Then I can still die to a crit from the Garchomp, so in that sense, I think it's fine. Yeah, I really like the Covered Cloak Goldango. Like, Garganical can be really oppressive. Like, I know because I've been spamming this Pokemon. But yeah, I've seen more people running the Covered Cloak on stuff, and yeah, it's getting a bit annoying. And it's really good into Garganical, guys, especially because Garganical is something you'll face a lot though in the high ladder when you face balanced teams. Just having it on Goldango, which otherwise gets destroyed by Salt Cure, is really nice. And I've seen it more often since I've been playing this score. I've seen more people playing it, the Garganical Toxapex, which cover each other's weaknesses really well, in the sense that this combination can help really well against Chi-Yu, because if you terrestrialize into a fairy type, you resist Dark Pulse, and Toxapex eats up the fire type attacks basically. But yeah, he was quite high up on the ladder, and yeah, we got some free points. But yeah, the mistake I made in the beginning by using Nasty Plot 2 times. If I just Shadow Ball there, it was so free, because I would have 2-hit KO'd the Toxapex anyway. Doing like 60% to the Toxapex and just 2-hit KOing him. Garganical because Garganical doesn't touch me, so I should have just Shadow Balled. It hits this whole team, and then I would have won really easily. So yeah, we learned something from there, not to get too greedy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Another high ELO ladder, high ELO gameplay for you guys. And yeah, if you are interested in this team, I have a PokePaste linked in the description. And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd like to see more Pokemon PvP content. I'm on my way to 4,000 subscribers, guys. Would like to get it within 2 months. And yeah, join our Discord server as well if you'd like to discuss this game. And if you have any other questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. But with that all being said though, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.